I would like to thank you all for coming today. I'm sure Aaron would have really appreciated it. We are here today because we have lost a dear family member and a dear friend. When someone as young as Aaron was is suddenly taken by the cruel hands of fate, it really starts to make you question your own mortality. Makes you wonder about the time you have left on this planet and whether or not you're doing the right thing. But we're not here to talk about that. Aaron, you're a great guy and you will be dearly missed. In the name of our Father, our Lord. Amen.
I won't run away no more, I promise. Even when I get bored.
Feels a lot colder around here.
What?
I don't know. It's just a sudden chill here.
Sure it isn't just the weather?
It's not the kind of chill you get from the weather.
You look like you've just seen a ghost or something.
Close enough.
Alright, you ready?
I guess.
Let's go.
Say my prayers every night, I promise.
So, what do you think he left you?
I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much.
You wouldn't care?
It's not that I wouldn't care, it's just whatever I get, it's fine with me.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just not sure what to expect. Some sort of grand gesture or something?
What do you think he left you? A golden egg filled with $100 bills?
Of course not! I just don't know what to expect. Plus, seeing everyone again will be weird, like, how will Emma react?
What do you mean?
Well, in school, if you were away for 2 minutes, she'd get worried. It's been 2 years. This head will not be attached to this body by the end of the day.
I don't know, man. She's not the same person she was in high school.
How would you know?
Facebook, man. Don't start getting freaky on me.
I'm not getting freaky!
You want to try that with less rage?
Sorry.
That's right. Oh, hey, look at that.
Look at what?
It's that film Aaron used to love. Man, he treated that thing like it was his baby.
Don't know why. It's non-factual, overblown nonsense.
The musical's cool, though.
It was like listening to sophisticated dubstep.
Yeah. You know, the whole time we watched that movie, Aaron sat next to me, and then every time Mark did something that he thought the real Mark wouldn't do, he'd give me this minute-long lecture about what the real Mark would actually do in that situation. For some reason, he just had such a fixation on biographical films.
Christ, if we're up to him, they'd make a film about his life, and then critique it on the realism.
No, that's not true. Because if he wanted to make a film about his life, he'd have to be involved in every step of the process.
Even the catering?
Especially the catering.
Do you think this is all it's going to be? Just talking about random topics to avoid the tension?
Everyone's heads are all over the place today. I think you being bad at conversation is the least of their worries.
I really hope not. I don't want to say something stupid. Especially in front of Anne.
Oh shit, I forgot about Anne. Oh, today's gonna be tough.
You know, it's funny. Those two fought worse than me and my sister, but she was more upset than anyone else there. I guess sometimes it's hard to see beneath the surface.
I mean, family members are allowed to be sad when another family member dies, regardless if they fought a lot or not.
Fought a lot is a nice way of putting it. They fought like Tom and Jerry.
Well, then I guess they missed the day they chased each other around the house with hammers and chainsaws. As long as you don't say something like that to her, you'll be fine.
Hey guys.
Hey, Anne.
Is there anything I can get you?
Maybe a chainsaw?
No thanks, I'm fine.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. It was the first thing that came into my head.
The first thing that came to your head was me making an example of what you shouldn't say?
I'm sorry. It was still in my head. Sue me.
Maybe just don't talk for a little bit.
Yeah. Good idea. Dinner is coming.
Are you two okay?
Oh yeah, we're fine. Just hungry, I guess.
Going with that.
Shut up.
There's bread in the kitchen if you want. You could go make toast or something.
Alright then. Ned, you want any toast?
I'm fine.
More for me then.
No. It was a lovely service. Aaron would have loved it.
I hoped he would have. We followed every request he gave before he passed.
Yeah. Was the wearing blue part of it?
That was my idea. Blue was his favourite colour.
Sweet of you to think of your brother like that.
If I knew my brother, he would have wanted his funeral to be unique. You never spoke.
What?
You didn't speak at the service.
Was I meant to?
Well, I mean, you weren't meant to, but it would have been nice. Francis spoke.
Francis knew Aaron longer than I did.
Ian and Emma spoke, and they knew him just as long as you did.
Is there some hidden meaning behind this?
No, I just want to know why.
I guess I just didn't have anything to say.
Nothing?
Yeah, well, what could I have said? I would have been saying the same thing as everyone else, so I didn't see a point.
No point.
I didn't mean it like that.
Then how did you mean it?
I don't know. It's just hard to explain.
I'll go.
You know that's my toast, right?
I need it more than you.
So this is where the party is.
Hey man, it's been a long time.
Shame it's under such bad circumstances.
Yeah.
Hey, Francis.
Hey Emma, good to see you.
Likewise.
So what's new with everyone?
Noticed all some toast I made?
Okay, you can't go around stealing people's toast.
I didn't steal it.
Yeah, that will hold up in court. No, officer. I didn't stab the man 10 times even though I've got blood all over my clothes and I've got a bloody knife. I was spreading jam.
And your point is?
You can't tell me you didn't steal the toast while eating it.
I don't know what you mean.
Again, won't hold up in court.
I'll just tell the judge I was making jam.
What's so funny?
Oh, I was talking about jam.
I can see what you're trying to do, but I'd appreciate if you took this a little bit more seriously.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. We've all had a rough day, why not laugh a bit?
Now's not the right time. You can make jokes or whatever later.
Alright. God, I feel so awful about not wearing blue.
It's not a huge deal.
Well, when I read it on the invitation, I thought it was just a suggestion, you know?
I'm sure it's not a huge deal, honestly.
It was more important that you were there.
Yeah, that's right. Right, Anne?
I see you also didn't follow the requirement.
Requirement?
A flower doesn't count as clothes.
Well, I didn't own anything blue and I figured that a flower wasn't enough of a gesture to show that I cared.
Whatever, we're not here for clothes.
Doesn't this kind of thing happen at an old office in a church building?
We're hearing from a will, not trying to kill Dracula.
Yes, thank you, Francis. What's more important is that we're all here and soon enough we'll all have something to remember Aaron by.
Did he mention anything about any of us being in the will?
It's not really a normal conversation topic.
Yeah, it's something that can't be brought up easily.
Never brought it up to anyone?
He never told me anything. I didn't know about his leukemia until 2 days after he came back from hospital. I was on a camping trip, so I didn't know. The first thing I noticed was the smell. I went in there with air freshener and straight away I saw him. He was lying on the couch under a blanket. I asked what was going on, and he just told me to sit down and hugged me. And we stayed like that for 30 seconds before he finally told me what was going on. I'll never forget him saying, "My time is almost up. I'm not ready to die." At first I thought he was joking, but then I felt the tears on his face on mine, and they were hot, and I've never felt anything like it before. Right then, I knew that for the first time with me, he was being serious. I couldn't imagine a life without him. Then one night, I heard him screaming in pain. The next thing I knew, he was in an ambulance, surrounded by paramedics, being taken to his death.
I'll go and make you a drink, Anne.
I'll come with you.
I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute.
It's really nice of you to do something like this for Anne.
Making a hot drink? Yeah, I guess it is.
Oh, I just meant like most friends wouldn't do that. They just like sit there in silence or something.
Well, she's my best friend. I'd be there for her in a heartbeat. For, well, anything.
It's awesome. You haven't changed at all.
Are you okay, Francis? You're acting a bit weird.
It's fine. It's just funerals that make me anxious.
Okay, well, try and relax a bit, okay?
I'll try.
What's got you down, bud?
Nothing, just assessing everything.
That's all?
Is it bad I didn't say anything?
No, it's not the end of the world.
To Anne it is.
Well, Anne's just going through a lot right now. Cut her some slack.
She isn't driving you insane.
I wouldn't describe it like that. She's feeling guilt and fear at the same time and doesn't know how to properly express it.
Making other people feel guilty is one hell of a way to express yourself.
Well, my somewhat positive attitude isn't helping much.
I don't know. That toast routine we had was pretty special.
Oh, thanks. It took me 6 years to come up with.
Only 6 years.
It's a new personal record.
Guys, she's here.
Right, let's do this.
The following is a transcript of what Aaron said while he was in hospital. If you've been asked to be here, it means that you're mentioned at least once. Hi. I'm not quite sure how to start this, but if you're hearing or reading this, it means, sadly, that I've passed away. I'm sorry I had to leave so soon, but I guess these sorts of things can't be stopped. I know I probably won't be able to leave a big impact in many lives, but hopefully I can be remembered for years to come. I don't have much that I can offer, but hopefully what I can leave each of you will be enough. For my family, I leave you with my ashes. You may scatter them if you want, but if you wish to keep them, this is perfectly fine. In my life, the only people who were close to me were my 4 best friends. So again, while I can't offer much, hopefully what I leave is enough to remember me by. For my friend, Francis, you may remember the script I was working on a while back. Well, now I leave that duty to you. Try to send it out there, make it as awesome as you can. For Ian and Emma, you guys were always an inspiration to me as a couple, and I have a feeling even now that you guys will be together for a very long time. I leave you with a small present that I think you'll both love. Don't open it until you feel the time is right. Finally, for my friend Ned, I didn't know you for a very long time, but when I met you, I knew right there that you were an awesome person, and I still think that to this day. But you never knew a lot about music. So I leave you with my CD of the 70s greatest hits. It's a very underrated time for music. However, that isn't all. You were always telling me about wanting to travel to the mainland for work, so while it isn't much, I'm also going to leave you with an $800 check. I've been saving from my job to buy a car, but I know you'll have more use for it. I guess that's all I can offer you. I love you all, and I hope that you all have amazing lives. And since you filled in for the rest of your family, I will have to ask you to get in contact with me for further discussion about the ashes. As for the rest of you, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call.
Well, that was literally the last thing I expected.
I don't know what to do.
I have an idea. You can tell me how the hell you got $800 and I got dog shit.
Anne, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down!
Anne, I seriously wasn't expecting this.
I'm his sister and he cares more about some idiot he doesn't even know?
Hey, at least I didn't constantly yell at him.
That's just something siblings do.
Cut that bullshit. I cared more about him than you ever did.
Okay, Ned, you need to calm down.
No, somebody needs to say this to her.
Ned, shut up before you say something you regret.
Look who's talking. You've been acting like a wreck ever since Emma arrived. It seems regretful if you ask me.
Ned, I swear to fuck, if you say anything—
Just tell her you love her already.
What? Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
How long?
Ever since we first met.
I hate to be the person to break this moment, but I have to get one thing straight. You mean you've been in love with my girlfriend ever since you met and you knew she was with me?
Okay, that's not how it is.
Then how is it?
She's basically my best friend. There's just that little bit that likes her a bit more.
Cut the bullshit, Francis.
Okay, that's the truth. What do you want me to say? That I'm head over heels in love with her? Is that what you want?
I know that's the truth, so yes it is!
Get off me!
Just Francis, stop! You're meant to be my friend!
What the fuck is wrong? What the
How
fuck is
can
wrong
you
with you?
tell
Why
me
would you
this?
say that?
Because you're being pathetic.
Why did
Shit.
you tell me?
Shut up! This is fucked! What we're doing is fucked! Do you think this is what Aaron would have wanted? I mean, I don't know, maybe destroy a friendship was at the top of the list, but I believe that even tells me. You're all acting so not like yourselves. That I don't even know who any of you are anymore.
Emma, wait!
No. The last person I want to talk to right now is you. Just stay away.
Bye.
And
I seriously don't care. Just get your shit, get out of my house, and never come back. Both of you.
No. I don't think that's a good idea.
You're kidding, right? If this is about what
It's
happened,
not about that.
then what is it?
I hope you can figure that out by yourself. We all need some time to ourselves.
On the first part of I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds.
Oh my god.
He always had faith in the two of us.
Yeah, but this is a bit wild, don't you think? Especially now.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Emma, I know today's been a bit full on and we may have lost a few friends down this sudden path, but I can't think of anyone else I'd like to share this path with. I know this may be a bit wild, but I'm in this, and I hope you are too.
After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed. And the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead.
I could have said something.
I know you could have.
Great. Now I'm hallucinating.
You sound so glad to see me.
But it's not really you, is it?
Maybe not. But hey, it's the version of me that you want to see.
I guess. I'm sorry I didn't say something today.
It's alright. You were there. That's the main thing.
People keep saying that. Doesn't make me feel better.
What do you want them to say? That it sucks that you didn't speak? Why do you beat yourself up about it?
I'm not beating myself up! It's just hard.
Say something now.
What?
I said, say something now.
You want me to improv a speech about my dead best friend?
Well, why not? It couldn't hurt. It might make you feel better.
I don't know.
Come on, just try it.
I guess I could try.
Let's do it. Go, go, go.
Hello, everyone.
Classic.
Shut up. I'm getting there. I, like many of you, am here to remember Aaron's life. When I first met Aaron, I was at a rough patch. I had no friends and I didn't see a reason to live. Then one day at school, during lunch, he came up to me and said, "You know, I've always wondered why people prefer to being safe rather than taking a risk." I had no idea what he was talking about, so I asked him what he meant. And from there we talked for all of lunch about taking risks in life. We had the same class, so the conversation continued. After school, he introduced me to his friends, and from there, the rest is history. Out of the social group he had, I knew him the least. And knew him his whole life, obviously. Francis knew him for 6 years, Ian and Emma 3, and, well, I knew nothing. That was 3 years ago, and I still remember everything he said to me. including the last thing. It was a week before the incident. He said, "Ned, you should check out this band, the Jigsaw Scene." I said I would, and we parted ways. If I had known that would have been the last time I'd seen him, I would have hugged him. I would have told him I loved him, and that he was the greatest man I ever knew. Now I'll never get that chance. But I'm sure that he's looking down at me now and knows that every word I'm saying is true. Goodbye, Aaron. You truly were. You truly were an incredible friend.